Hi friends, very good morning. Welcome to Anu Academy. In today's class, in our channel, we are going to discuss refrigeration and air conditioning. So this subject is useful for your AE and AW preparation. Okay, so let us start today's class. So if you are not subscribed our channel, do subscribe and like our channel. Okay, now we'll start today's class. Subject is refrigeration and air conditioning. See, reversed Carnot engine is related to heat pump highest COP. Subcooling is related to condenser increase in refrigerating effect. Superheating is related to evaporator dry compression. Constant enthalpy is related to throttling adiabatic. In ammonia refrigeration systems, oil separator is provided because oil separation in evaporator would lead to reduction in heat transfer coefficient. Oil is partially visible in the refrigerant and oil causes choking of expansion device. Okay, so in our channel, both paper 1 and paper 2 we are discussing. Okay, you can listen all these classes. Moisture should be removed from refrigerants to avoid freezing at the expansion valve, restriction to refrigerant flow, corrosion of steel parts. The compressor's seal cannot fail due to moisture. All the other conditions do occur due to presence of moisture. Practically all common refrigerants have approximately the same COP and power requirement. Dielectric strength of refrigerants is an important property in hermetically sealed compressor units. All common refrigerants like F11, F12, F22, NH3, etc. have approximately the same COP ranging from 4.76 to 5.09 and HP per ton varies from 0.99 to 1.01. The electric resistance of the refrigerant is an important factor when it is used in hermetically sealed unit where the motor is exposed to refrigerant. The most commonly used method for the design of duct size is the static regain method. Okay, like that we will continue today's class. Okay. The refrigerant used for absorption refrigerators working on heat from solar collectors is a mixture of water and lithium bromide. Okay, and during the adiabatic cooling of most moist air, WBT remains constant. When a stream of moist air is passed over a cold and dry cooling coil such that no condensation takes place, then the air stream will get cooled along the line of constant dew point temperature. For large tonnage, more than 200 tons, air conditioning applications, centrifugal type of compressors is recommended. The reason why centrifugal compressors are used to large tonnage is that they can handle larger volume of refrigerant. Also, the part loading efficiency of this kind is higher. In a cooling tower approach is the temperature difference between the cold outlet water and WBT. When the discharge pressure is too high in a refrigeration system, high pressure control is installed to stop the compressor. Okay, I think all of you are understanding today's class. Okay, we will discuss. See here, you'll get small each and every class. I'm saying the same thing. Definitely, since our core subject, definitely you'll get some small problems which comes for 1 mark or 2 mark. Okay, so this is one problem. A refrigerating machine working on reversed Carnot cycle takes out 2 kilowatt of heat from the system while working between temperature limits of 300 Kelvin and 200 Kelvin. COP and power consumed by the cycle will be respectively. So we have to calculate the COP and this power consumed. So COP we know T2 by T1 minus T2. So it is 200 by 300 minus 200, it is 2, and power consumed is R4 net refrigerating effect by COP. So it is 2 kilowatts by 2, so it is 1 kilowatt. So COP is 2 and power consumed is 1 kilowatt. So like that you practice this type of problems, so you can get good marks. Next, see here, In the case of a vapor compression machine, if the condensing temperature of the refrigerant is closer to the critical temperature, then there will be excessive power consumption, high compression. Hydrogen is essential in an Electrolux refrigeration system because it helps in maintaining a low partial pressure for the evaporating ammonia. In an ideal refrigeration reversed Carnot cycle, the condenser and evaporator temperatures are 27 degrees centigrade and minus 13 degrees respectively. The COP of this cycle would be 6.5. Okay, so these type of questions we can expect in our examination. Okay, a single stage vapor compression refrigeration system cannot be used to produce ultra low temperatures because heat leakage into the system will be excessive. Vapor absorption refrigeration system works using the affinity of a substance for another substance. The solubility of ammonia in water is a function of the temperature and pressure of the solution. In thermoelectric refrigeration, the coefficient of performance is a function of electrical conductivity of materials, Peltier coefficient, Seebeck coefficient, thermal conductivity of materials. Next, air cooling is used for freon compressors, whereas water jacketing is adopted for cooling ammonia compressors. This is because specific heat of water is higher than that of air. A psychrometer measures wet bulb temperature. Hot coffee in a cup is allowed to cool. Its cooling rate is measured and found to be greater than the value calculated by conduction, convection, and radiation measurements. The difference is due to currents of air flow in the room. Okay, so like that, we have to prepare for our examination. Next. For an air conditioning plant above 300 ton, absorption refrigeration system would normally be preferred. Fresh air intake air change per hour recommended for ventilation purposes in the air conditioning system of an office building is 3 by 2. Given that NU is Nusselt number, RE is Reynolds number, PR is Prandtl number, SH is Sherwood number, and SI is Smith number, and GR is Grashof number, the functional relationship for free convective mass transfer is given as Nu is equal to F of Re and PR. Air refrigeration cycle is used in air conditioning. The flash chamber in single stage simple vapor compression cycle increases the refrigerating. In a vapor compression system, a thermometer placed in the liquid line can indicate whether the refrigerant flow is too low, water circulation is adequate, condenser is full. Okay, I think all of you are understanding. We'll continue with some more things. Yeah, Bell-Coleman refrigeration is related to expansion cylinder, vapor compression refrigeration is related to compressor, absorption refrigeration is related to generator, and jet refrigeration is related to flash chamber. See here, the maximum COP. So we have to select the maximum COP for the absorption cycle is given by Tg is equal to generator temperature, Tc is equal to environment temperature, and T is equal to refrigerated space temperature. So the maximum COP is T of Tg minus Tc by Tg of Tc minus Ta. Okay, that you have to remember. In milk chilling plants, the usual secondary refrigerant is brine. The desirable combination of properties for a refrigerant include high specific heat and high boiling point. Velocity reduction method, equal friction method, static regain method. So it is adopted in the design of air duct system. To fix the state point in respect of air vapor mixtures, three intrinsic properties are needed. Yet the psychrometric chart requires only two because the chart is for a given pressure. Okay, I think all of you are understanding today's class. Yeah, so last it is there. During sensible cooling of air, its wet bulb temperature increases and dew point remains constant. Okay, so that's all friends for today's class. I think all of you understood today's class. If you are having any doubts, post in the comments box, I will give you reply. Okay, so in our channel both paper 1 and paper 2 we are discussing. Okay, so you can go through all these classes, and I'm providing the telegram link, that also subscribe the telegram link so that you'll get all PDF. Okay, thank you very much, thank you for watching.